Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome back to the Oldbarn Homestead. It's about 5:30 a.m. on, I guess it's Thursday, and got the Keurig fired up, making some coffee. I don't know if you guys drink a lot of coffee, like different kinds. I usually don't experiment too much, and I usually don't go for any flavored coffees. But this stuff right here, Donut Shop Nutty Caramel, pretty good stuff, and I'll usually intermix that with a few different other varieties, mostly just the basic stuff like Newman's Own, just regular coffee. And I had this last night, and I ate some of it before it was really fully cooked. So it should be excellent for lunch today. I left it on low or on warm all night. A little pot roast there. A little shop food. So it got down to 19 or maybe even cooler than that last night. And, I've got central heat in here, but I keep it set on about 55, 57, somewhere on there. And it never comes on. It never came on last night that I'm aware of. And I don't keep it on in there either. I just have a couple little small space heaters, and I guess it got warm enough during the day yesterday, and it was able to actually it kicked on just now. It's funny I say that. See the light over there on the bandsaw. I left that on last night. After I left you guys, I came back out. Let me turn the lights on. I came back out and started cutting some more parts. While I had some videos going on that, checking it out, and the bandsaw blade broke. So this blade here is actually still sharp. It's got a couple of bad spots in the blade, and you can see it was cracking right there. It's probably showing up, but you can see a couple of worn out spots that it was skipping. That thing has been on there for I want to say 5 months, maybe longer, and it has cut and cut and cut. That 2.5 inch stuff there is pretty thick. I'm so impressed with it, how long it's lasted. The first couple of bandsaw blades I actually bought them from Ellis, and they were, I don't know what the tooth count on them were, but it was a lot more coarse than this, and it was more of a universal type that could cut, both aluminum and steel. And then I switched over to these 1014. I got these from Inco for there was a coupon and another discount and some other stuff, and I got them with free shipping for like $20 or so. And it's a 10-foot blade, 1 inch wide. And so that's the first one of those. I'm going to put the second one on now. And I ordered a couple more, but I didn't get near that good of a price on them. So anyway, I'll get that swapped out, get the saw fired back up, and get back working on this and see if I can get this fired up today and start making some tabletops. All right, guys, we'll bring you along as we make any decent progress. Hey guys, it's about 10 o'clock now. I've been making some progress, getting stuff done. Came out to the barn to get a couple of pieces of steel. You can see I keep just some extra stuff out here, bigger stuff, C-channel, some 3/4 inch plate there, stuff like that. And I'm starting to keep these pallets so I can ship the flags out. And I've been repurposing those. That's what that is what the joiner came in yesterday. But it's 27 degrees, and about 2 days ago, maybe 3 days ago here in Dallas, it was pretty close to 80. And I had the air conditioner on in the shop for, I don't know, a couple hours one day because it got really muggy and humid. But I don't turn the heat on in there. I don't really need it. I like things to be cold. But 27 degrees, got the truck cranked up. I'm about to head to the electrical supply place to get a plug for the joiner so I can get it wired in and get it going. So I'll bring you back here in a little bit. I was getting ready to cut something on the plasma table, and I noticed that it didn't seem like it, you know, had the air pressure over there, and I came out and looked, and no pressure. So I was going to check down here, and this drain valve, see the plastic line? Yeah, that's frozen. It's pretty rare out here in Dallas for us to get, you know, have situations where we don't get above freezing. You know, usually what happens is it'll dip below freezing, you know, maybe at the peak in the middle of the night, and then it'll get back up in the 40s during the day or whatever, but it doesn't go a whole day without getting above freezing. But we've got that here for the next day or two. And so I've had this one off. It's running, there's no problem with it. It's got a slow leak somewhere, so I just had it turned off. So I was thinking about firing this one up and using it, but you know, I don't know if it had some water in the bottom or if there's any issue with putting pressure on it with it being frozen down there. You know, I don't know. So I'll just wait a couple of days and see what's going on with this one. It's not running at all now. I don't know what's going on with it or what. I can't tell if it's, yeah, it's not on. So it may have tripped a breaker or something. I'll go check that out. Anyway, always something around here, but I got plenty of stuff to do. I've already flipped it, but there's the 60 amp 3-phase breaker there, and it sure was tripped. So I don't know what, you know, it's not right that it shouldn't have tripped the breaker. So yeah, I'm not sure why it would have done that, unless there's something got froze out there somewhere, and I don't know. But I guess I'll just let it thaw out and work on other stuff. If you have any thoughts on that, let me know. All right, I got the wiring done on it and got it running. The one annoying thing about it, you know, it is the convertible type where, you know, the joiner flips up and then your planer is here. The bad part about it is you pull the pin and this, oh, what am I hitting there? Oh, okay. So that's got to go, you got to lower this down, lower the planer table down. And then pull the pin on it here. And, you know, so then you get your dust collection. It's got to be flipped over. So that goes all the way over. Go ahead and lower this down. Kind of a pain in the butt, actually. But again, you know, I'm not doing a lot of woodworking, so for what little bit I'm going to be using it, I think it's going to work pretty good. The one thing for whatever reason I didn't notice or didn't realize is that the fence on the joiner is, so now I got that flipped over there, got the flex hose on it. And let's see, got a pin right here that pull out, and this comes back down, or it should. So now it's converted over into the joiner. This setup back here with the fence adjustment and all is sheet metal type brackets, or maybe it's 1/8 inch or something. And then the fence it's fairly heavy duty, but it's extruded aluminum. It'd be really nice if it was cast iron like the table. We'll see how it works. I mean, worst case scenario, I could take a piece of 1 inch, you know, flat bar and mill it down and make something more rigid back there. But we'll see how it works out. All right, I'm gonna get it some testing done with it, and I'll set it up and show you what it's looking like when we're running stuff through it. All right, the compressors may be frozen. Let's see if the dust collector will come on. right, I'll set you down and make a few passes here. Test this thing out and see how it's doing. All right, well, it seems to be working pretty good. Flat. Both edges, just ran both of them across the corner. That was actually my first time using the joiner. I've obviously used the other planer I've had, and I used a planer in high school and shop, but we didn't have a joiner. Turn the dust collector off. And so they give you this little guard here that you can raise the height of it up and down here, and then if you're just edge joining, you push that up and just, you know, expose what you need. And if you're face joining, you can pull it out. And actually, I think if you're face joining, you can keep it all the way closed and then just sort of hand it off, you know, pass it through and then pick it up on the other side. So yeah, that's it. Happy to have that up and running. And so I'm gonna keep cutting out some parts. I got a bunch cut out here. This thing's been running, and I had, I think, 1 or 2 more orders for those come in today. I left a comment on a fabricator's channel about sending him one and letting him feature it, and I think sometimes when you leave comments on other people's channel, other people see it, you know. I'm not saying that's where the order came from, but you never know about things, and so it's always good to comment, always good to participate. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. And I had one other thing I wanted to show Dale real quick, so let me do that. Dale left a comment asking about this project right here, and he was asking if there's any software or anything to sort of calculate how to get these bends right when you're trying to bend it. And Dale, the only thing I can tell you is I use is a piece of aluminum TIG wire, and just get the bend radius correct. There's some tools and things you could use as well, like what do they call those things? So what I do is just get this, you know, sort of matched up, and then just start working with the bender and doing some calculations and some test bends on some thinner material to see where your bend actually ends up at, you know, because the key is where you actually mark it and think that your bend is could actually be different depending on the thickness of the material, how far you're bending it, you know, and all that. So you, and these are, I just did these by hand, just kind of looking at it, guessing at it. You can see they're not identically perfect, but they'll pass. Unfortunately, I don't know of any software or any specific technical methods to do that more accurately. So anyway, Dale, I don't know if that helps you or not, but get some aluminum TIG wire. It's easy to bend, or if you don't have that, just some MIG wire, you know, probably work, or coat hanger, you know, and do some practicing on that. Get things worked out with your coat hanger, and then, you know, before you bend up your good material. All right, guys, that'll be it for today. Just gonna keep working away out there on stuff, and about all. If I do something of interest, I'll come back and show you. But this will probably be it. Have a good one, guys.